Well, the defense ministry in Cyprus reportedly making a deal with Israel to purchase the Iron Dome missile defense system. That's according to local reports published on Friday, but neither country has publicly confirmed the deal yet. The Iron Dome's capabilities were examined by the Cyprus National Guard commander in March during a visit to Israel. And earlier reports in Israeli and Greek media indicated that the two nations had been holding talks about the deal since at least 2021. And for more on this, let's bring in I-24 News Middle East correspondent Alec Pollard, who joins us live in studio. Alec, what is the latest on this?
Right. Well, as you mentioned, this is a report in a Greek newspaper. We haven't heard confirmation from governments either side to this party, whether it be Israel or Cyprus. We have seen quite a few meetings between officials. Last week, there was the Cypriot defense minister who was here in Israel, met with the Israeli defense minister, Benny Gantz, and back in March, the head of the Cypriot military who was here, which is apparently when this deal began to come into the making. So we don't know for certain details at this point, but we can start to sort of look at the meaning of such a deal, which is, first of all, that, again, Israel's military capabilities, counterterrorism capabilities, allows it to forge close defense ties with various partners, even partners in the Arab world, when we saw the Israeli ties improving with Morocco and sort of a joint military cooperation with them, and now also with Cyprus. And also it shows that Israel is able, potentially, maybe, we still have to wait and see, kind of juggle those two sides of Cyprus and Turkey, because this system for Cyprus would be to counter a potential Turkish threat from northern Cyprus, and this is happening while Israel is engaging in that normalization process with Turkey. And it should be noted that Israel getting very close to Cyprus and Greece happened at the expense of Turkey in recent years. It was the deteriorating ties with Turkey that allowed Israel to get close to Cyprus and Greece. In previous years, it was the other way around. Israel did not have very good ties with Greece in particular, but had close ties with Turkey. Turkey went down, Greece and Cyprus went up. Now Turkey is going back up, but it doesn't look like Cyprus is going down in the ties with Israel, and Israel is potentially able to maintain good ties with all three countries. We'll have to wait and see on those developments, but it certainly it looks like a good development from Israel's perspective as far as its neighbors here in the Eastern Mediterranean.
Can we expect any sort of response from the Turks historically? What has been their response when they have these relations with Israel, and then Israel is making these kinds of deals with countries Turkey would say are adversaries to them?
Well, we don't have any official response from Turkey, just as we don't have from Israel or Cyprus yet. Turkey has its economic interests with Israel in particular, which is a major reason why it's re-engaging here with Israel after those deteriorating ties. The Iron Dome was developed in cooperation with the United States. Israel needs the approval of the United States in order to sell this weaponry to other countries. So that is the party that sort of grants the approval. Surely Turkey will not be happy about it, but is there something they can do in that respect? Probably not so much.
We will certainly see how this development unfolds. I-24 News Middle East correspondent Alec Pollard.